Killing about this. Thanks again for tuning into yet another video. I have a little project here that I'm going to do. All right, I don't have an air horn on my Sportster. I do have an oil cooler, and I figured, you know what, summertime, maybe I should add some fans on there. So I'm going to zip tie these onto the bike. I was also thinking about using this rebar holding mechanism. I could run this through the fans and into the radiator on the bike, but the plan is to currently zip tie these, put quick disconnect on these, because these are 12-volt fans, so this should work with my bike. And like I said, since I don't have anything on my air horn, I don't have an air horn, or sorry, I don't have a horn on my Sportster, I can go ahead and use these instead. So the way these would activate, of course, is when I'm at a stoplight, I would have to hold the horn on the hand control, and then that would activate the fans, and that would, you know, spin them and turn them on. So let's go ahead and let's see, like I said, quick disconnect. So I'm going to connect both of these together, the red to red, the black to black. These are going to be connected, and then I'm going to go ahead and splice into my horn wires, and then you know, and then connect them, and that's pretty much it. I mean, it should be a pretty straightforward install. So let's go ahead and get these installed and see how the bike performs. All right, so here we have it. It's a little janky right now, but I'm going to clean it up a little bit. So we have the zip ties holding on to the oil cooler. We have the fans. Of course, it's pulling air this way. The fans, they're directional. So it's blowing air this way. That way we get a little bit of the benefits from pulling air through the front of the oil cooler, and maybe, you know, possibly cool down the front jug here. So the wire gauge is very, very thick compared to these little fans. So this is, I believe, a 16 gauge or an 18 gauge, and they're like 30 gauge or something. So I wonder, if we hold it down long enough, will this wire burn through? Will it burn through? Because of course the fuse is rated at probably 20 amps. So if anything gives out, it's going to be these wires. These wires are going to give out. So let's go ahead and give it a go and see how loud this thing is, or see even if it works. All right, so we are now in the on position here. Let's go ahead and hit the horn, and there it is. Let's go ahead and let go of the horn, and then it stops. They're not loud at all. They're actually really quiet. But can you even feel? I mean, is this even, like, it works? There they go again. There's the fan. Okay, you could kind of hear it. You hear that? But is it a big enough difference? Alright, so the battery died on the camera. These fans, they're not, I thought they'd be enough, but I already ordered some larger fans. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to cut these out with my zip cutter or whatever, zip tie cutter. I'm going to cut these off, and I'm going to replace them with bigger, thicker fans, and maybe that would give me a little bit more airflow than what these currently offer. So it is working, all right? Just to kind of show you guys how I wired this, of course, this is from your horn, and then of course the red is connected to the red. Like I said earlier, I put them together because of the gauge of the wire is very thin, and by having this, of course, I'm able to use this 20 gauge quick connector. So I'm guessing these new ones they're going to come in on Sunday, they're going to have a thicker gauge wire, I'm guessing, and they're also waterproof, so it's a plus. They're also waterproof. The new fans that I'm getting in, they're like $10 a piece, or it's 20 bucks. I'll connect them here. I'm going to do this proper. I'm going to put a heat shrink on this just to kind of cover it up and to protect this from the elements. And then I'll probably use like a easy grip or a fuse tape. I believe that's what they call it, fuse tape. And then I'll just wrap it and then tucking it over here. I think it doesn't look that bad. All right, overall they blend in very nicely. Like I said, I'm going to use the bigger fans Sunday, so I'm just going to cut these out, redo this. I mean, this took me just a few minutes. Okay, it's not that bad. Another thing that I realized wiring off of my horn is there's like a 10-second shut off, or 10 seconds or 15 seconds. I believe it's 10 seconds. So you can hold your horn down for 10 seconds and then somehow the ECU shuts it off. So the way to kind of get around this, of course, would be to hold it for 10 seconds and then, of course, let it go and then hold it for an additional 10 seconds while you're at a stoplight. So that's one of the cons. It's not, it's not operated by a switch or anything like that. I mean, yes, it's by your hand control, but I guess, like I said, I could also route some wires on a relay and connect it to a switch of one or whatnot. So I think I'm gonna keep it like this. Add the beefier fans, and then just just know that every 10 seconds I have to re-engage the fans when I'm at a stoplight. So typically, it's just something to kind of, I guess you could also build muscle memory. Every 5 seconds, let go and then hold it again, and just keep on pushing it and keep on pushing it, and then they'll be active the whole time. So you guys can let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? I think it looks pretty solid. It blends in nicely. You can also remove the stickers off of this if you don't want to, see them. If you don't want it to stand out that much. But like I said, I'm gonna replace these anyways. I just don't think these have enough airflow to really make a difference. But you know what? Who knows? I might be wrong. And this already came off. All right. But anyways, like I said, I was gonna have to redo this anyways. So I'll fix that, and then we'll use the heat shrink. That way these don't pop out, and then of course they'll be weather sealed. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching yet another video. Life's first, get out there and ride. Later.